Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when the EFF party leader Julius Malema made his way to this country, he was received by the close allies of William Samoei Ruto. I saw Ndindi Nyoro and other leaders happily enjoying time with Julius Malema. But as of now, after Malema speaking truth to the power, I don't know if William Ruto's allies will be comfortable to take photos with Julius Malema. Right now, I'm seeing people like Babu Wino are enjoying time with Julius Malema. I've seen the Sabawati Member of Parliament, Caleb Hamisi, doing the same. And it's clear that the Ruto side are not comfortable when someone tells them the truth. But then there is something Malema said. Of course, the other one we had analyzed on the other issues of being truthful to what you said. But now Malema came to the real politic in Kenya. And in his statement, Malema was clear in reaction to the Kenyan election, where when he was in South Africa, he talked about Azimio giving Ruto time to work, but now speaking the reality that indeed he's agreeing in his statement that Raila was robbed. But he's saying if Raila is meant to be president, no amount of cheating will stop that. He continued that if they can succeed now, but it will eventually happen. That means it reaches a time when you cannot succeed in your lies. Lies have an end. Cheating has an end. That was Julius Malema. I don't know what you read into this or how you interpret it, but first of all, I wanted to listen to Malema. Then from here, we'll go deeper to understand what Malema is saying ahead of the next general election in this country.
So when the elections were run here in Kenya, results were announced, there was a threat of violence. And we know what happened in the previous elections here in Kenya, where people died because of elections. Why should elections in Africa be associated with death? Because democracy is not death. Democracy, by all means, is a right to live and live a beautiful life. And most of the comrades in the comrade Raila Odinga's party were not happy with me when I said, you're not going to do violence in the name of elections and in the name of Honorable Raila Odinga. Because no one must die after elections. Even when Raila Odinga is robbed and cheated, with clear evidence, no one must die. Robbed with evidence, daylight, no one must die. Why should people die because you are robbed elections? There are systems in Kenya where dispute can be made, and then once the final arbiter makes a final decision, whether we are happy with it or we are not happy with it, we must accept it. Those clowns in America, they rob each other all the time. Huh? I mean, Trump was feeling like he's being robbed. He even said, stop counting, stop the counting. Because he said he was being robbed. Then they went to storm whatever they stormed, but they came back to their senses. No. It's not done like that in America, where we storm things and people die in the name of elections. So if we say we are equal like them, we want to be at the same level with them, violence is not an option on the basis of electoral outcome. Must never be. Why is violence not an option? It's going to be black on black violence. And you can't say you are a Pan-Africanist and be willing to kill another African based on elections. If it is meant to be for President Raila Odinga to become president of Kenya one day, no amount of cheating will stop that. They can succeed now. It will eventually happen. So those who are not happy with me say, get out of Kenya politics. Kenya, this is not South Africa. This is my home. This is my politics. Kenya's politics are my politics. The same way the politics of South Africa are yours. Any destabilization in any corner of Africa affects us. I celebrate the victory of Niger as if it's mine. Because anything that drives the French out of our continent is worth celebrating by all of us. And that's why I celebrate that. Now, the ones of President Ruto are also not happy with me. Because I said, what?
Now, beside this, Raila Odinga was on another different platform where he was asked a question about elections, accepting results and losing election. And it was clear, the only time he conceded defeat in election, it was in 1997, and he is clear that he lost. But then we know Raila contested in 2007, Raila was on ballot in 2013, Raila was on ballot in 2017 and 2022. And in his response, he is very clear.
Now finally, Madam, you've written there, Raila Odinga ran for presidency 5 times and lost 5 times. In other words, and each time he complained that he did not lose. I accepted losing elections in 1997. I said I'd lost and accepted. In 2007, the jury is out there. Everybody knows what happened. 2013, everybody knows. 2017, people know. 2022, some of you are around in the country. The so-called Independent Electoral Boundary Commission had 7 commissioners. Out of those 7 commissioners, 4 said no. 3 are the ones who said yes. But 4 said no. And they even have come before the Kalonzo team and have said no. And they have said that the chairman erred, that up to now he has not published the results of the elections in accordance to the law. And to me, they say that 4 is bigger than 3. If the majority say that I won the elections, I cannot say I lost it. And that's why, irrespective of what the Supreme Court said. I thank you very much.
Now, we are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Malema's position on Raila Odinga's presidency is coming at a time when those in Azimio are questioning, should they continue to support Raila Odinga in the next election as the presidential candidate, or Raila Odinga to endorse another candidate, then help in campaign, and through that person, they get to elect a new president. And when I talk about that, the name of Kalonzo comes ahead. That is a debate that is going on. We have those who believe that Raila should continue to be on ballot in the next election because he is a strong candidate. And we have those who feel that wamezoea Raila Odinga huwa wanamuibia, kwa hivyo aendorse mtu mwingine. That discussion is going on. But then the other question that comes out is that if Raila will endorse another candidate, will Kalonzo manage to bring together that consistency that Raila has enjoyed for long. And when I talk about that, we are talking about Luo Nyanza. For that one, it can be easy. But then talk about Western region, the Luyas. Will they move to support Kalonzo the same way they have been supporting Raila, because they have a reason why they have supporting Raila? What about the Kisii? What about the support they got from other regions? Those are the questions. But in Malema's statement, what I am reading is that Malema is concluding that at one point Raila can become the president. He's now coming to the reality, and he's convinced after watching how reckless this regime is misleading the country. He believed that Raila at one point he can become the president. But then how do you become the president? Is it by going to the bush to fight, or through the ballot? In fact, if you listen to Malema in his statement, he is against the shedding of blood by black to black. Yani watu sisi wa Afrika wenyewe tunapigana wenyewe kwa wenyewe kwa sababu ya uongozi. Malema is against that. That means he's talking about getting power through the ballot. And with that, then I can conclude and say that then Malema means that Raila Odinga should be on ballot in the next general election. So Malema indirectly, he is endorsing Raila Odinga's candidature for 2027. Because then how do you become president? You must be on ballot. Because even he's showing that for him, he's stand with the democracy and the issue of anakataa mambo ya vita yani. That's why he's saying that in as much you don't agree with the results, you just accept. So for Malema, he sees a president in Raila Odinga, and he's not alone. Many people do so. And the truth is that for many times Raila has been robbed. Hata hii ya juzi, 4 commissioners against 3. So the minority had it and the majority were dismissed. And so the Supreme Court did the same. That means other forces. And now these other forces are the very same forces that Malema for a long time he has been fighting. So Malema is back in his senses and is realizing that the capitalists, the West, are micromanaging Kenyan politics, and they are the ones who are making the final decision on who should become the president. And they do so by mismanaging IBC. Sasa wale watu ambao Malema anapigana nao, the white, ndio watu wameweka Ruto kwa uongozi. So Malema and William Ruto ni kama mafuta na maji. It is now coming to reality. They can never work together. He can never support him. Because he's being supported by those individuals, and now he's embracing them. When Malema is fighting them, he's against them. And we know very well how Raila Odinga confronted the US ambassador. Alimwambia anaweza mfurusha arudi kwao. That's what makes Malema happy, when you face these people head on and tell them the truth. That man who has that courage is Raila Odinga. Because of this, Malema is endorsing Raila Odinga candidature in my view. I don't know your views. But let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.